WWE has dropped a major hint about Alexa Bliss's return, and fans are buzzing with excitement. In this video, I'll dive into exactly what that clue is, why it's so significant, and why fans are going crazy over the possibility of Alexa Bliss returning. It's been nearly 2 years since we last saw her on television, and the anticipation is through the roof. Alexa Bliss has not appeared on WWE TV since January 2023, which leaves fans wondering when, or even if, she will make a comeback. There has been a lot of speculation, a lot of talk, and a lot of questions thrown her way. Would she return? And if she did, how would WWE bring her back? Would she be the same Alexa Bliss fans fell in love with? And perhaps most importantly, would she be able to live up to her previous successes, especially after all the changes in her personal life? For those who may not know, Alexa Bliss recently became a mother, which understandably shifted her priorities. Her absence from WWE has also raised many questions. Would her return include some form of the darker persona she portrayed when working alongside Bray Wyatt during the pandemic era? Would she come back as the cheerful, bubbly version of Alexa Bliss that fans also adored? Or would WWE bring back her darker edge? One big question was whether or not she would have been a part of Bray Wyatt's Wyatt Six faction before his tragic passing. Fans had wondered if Alexa Bliss might have played a role in that stable, or if her storyline with Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy would continue in some fashion. However, we now know she wasn't included in that group, and speculation continues about what her role in WWE could look like upon her return. Despite all these questions, Alexa Bliss has reassured her fanbase that she will return. Over the past year, she has shared in-ring training footage and teased her comeback in interviews. It's clear that Alexa is gearing up for a return to the squared circle. Now, let's discuss the huge clue WWE recently dropped on Monday Night Raw. On the September 23, 2024 episode of Raw, eagle-eyed fans spotted a major hint about Bliss's return. WWE is known for dropping cryptic Easter eggs in the background of segments, and they did just that in this case. Fans saw a subtle, yet unmistakable, appearance of her famous Lily doll in the background of a segment. It wasn't prominently featured, but it was hidden just enough to make fans question whether this was a clue about her imminent return. Now, if you know WWE's style of storytelling, you'll recall they've done this before with Bray Wyatt and his various personas. They've often dropped subtle hints that later turn into major storylines. With the Lily doll showing up on Raw, it's clear that WWE is signaling Alexa Bliss's return. Based on fan reactions online, this has already sparked a wave of excitement. Fans are not just anticipating her return, they're speculating about what version of Alexa Bliss we'll see. So, let's break down what this means. First of all, the inclusion of the Lily doll seems to suggest that Alexa Bliss may be returning with some connection to the darker character she portrayed alongside Bray Wyatt. However, I don't think this necessarily means she'll go full fiend-like as she did during that period. In fact, when Bliss returned before her hiatus, she was walking a fine line between her old, cheerful persona and her darker edge. This was evident when she carried around the Lily doll while still acting more like the classic Alexa Bliss. Personally, I think this is the direction WWE will go with her upon her return. We're likely to see Alexa Bliss as we've known her, bright and bubbly, but with just enough of a darker twist to keep things interesting. This version of Bliss worked well in the past, and it wouldn't surprise me if WWE leaned into this middle ground when she makes her comeback. Now, of course, there's more to Alexa Bliss's story than just the Lily doll. Her personal life has changed drastically over the last year. Becoming a mother is arguably the most significant change, and that could influence her character in ways we haven't seen before. While fans are wondering if she'll bring back her darker persona, I don't think she'll go fully down that road again. The Lily doll itself is a strong symbol of Bliss's darker side, but it's also important to remember how successful this doll was from a business perspective. WWE made an enormous amount of money selling Lily dolls during Alexa Bliss's previous run with Bray Wyatt, and that financial success can't be overlooked. The doll became one of WWE's top-selling items, which is likely one reason WWE is bringing it back into the fold. In the world of WWE, having a tangible item that fans can buy is a huge part of a superstar's success. Just like Rey Mysterio's mask or John Cena's iconic Never Give Up armbands, the Lily doll became an identifying item for Alexa Bliss's character. It's no surprise that WWE would want to capitalize on this once again, especially if it means fans will continue to purchase the doll. WWE is no stranger to using character elements as merchandise drivers. Think of Jeff Hardy's armbands, Jey Uso's sunglasses, or even John Cena's spinner chains. These are items that became iconic symbols for each superstar, and fans were more than willing to spend money on them. The Lily doll is no different, and it's clear WWE is planning to keep that connection alive with Alexa Bliss. So, what can we expect from Alexa Bliss's return? Based on the Lily doll sighting and fan speculation, it seems like we'll get a version of Bliss that falls somewhere between her classic character and the darker persona we saw during her time with Bray Wyatt. This mix could be the perfect balance for her return, especially considering her new role as a mother and the way her life has changed. Fans have been eagerly awaiting this return for almost 2 years, and it's clear WWE is building towards something significant. With the Lily doll back in play, it seems like we're going to get a version of Alexa Bliss that will keep both longtime fans and new viewers excited. Ultimately, it comes down to how WWE decides to use Alexa Bliss when she returns. Will she align herself with a darker faction, or will she continue to be the fan-favorite babyface that audiences love? Regardless of which path WWE chooses, there's no doubt that fans are ready for her to make a splash. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Alexa Bliss's return? And do you think WWE will stick with this darker direction? Or do you think we'll see the return of the classic, smiling Bliss that fans adore? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. WWE has dropped a major hint about Alexa Bliss's return, and fans are buzzing with excitement. In this video, I'll dive into exactly what that clue is, why it's so significant, and why fans are going crazy over the possibility of Alexa Bliss returning. It's been nearly 2 years since we last saw her on television, and the anticipation is through the roof. Alexa Bliss has not appeared on WWE